The plea agreement that we saw today, because a lot of people paid attention to this plea agreement.
Mhm.
Multiple plea agreements have gone by, nobody's paid attention to it. This right here, I think, will go down as the most unjust for the victim plea agreement
Amen.
in the
That's a
history
fact.
of ever. If in fact you're saying that Mr. Eccles did in fact do what you're alleging that he did,
That's a
I don't
fact.
know how what we saw today even rhymes with justice, but
I
I'm gonna
can't
leave that.
fathom how the family had to take that.
Yeah,
Like, stuff like that. We was just talking about that too.
just talking about it yesterday, man. Just
We
talking
had
about
a
it yesterday.
commenter, one of the people from our community, and they were saying like, "What about the victims?" And I had to go on my tangent yesterday. I was like, "The state don't care about the victims," but
Yeah.
in my
Oh
mind, I was
my
like, "They
gosh.
care a little bit. They got a few murderers on the line right here." And then
Well,
today happened.
yeah, I'm gonna give you this one. I'm gonna serve this one up. This one's like just I'm just serve this to you, Rome,
Yes,
and I'll
sir.
let you just go for it, man. You want a big screen? Let me know. I just yell big screen and I'll let you have it. So
Nah,
real
it
quick,
ain't gonna go to the big screen like that with me.
okay. So here we have the Superior Court of Georgia, State of Georgia versus Mr. Marvius Nichols. And we're just gonna get down to the brass tacks, negotiated plea. Just take a second and look at this.
Hmm.
Really, you
Pay
only
attention to
need to
those
look at
the
you
no.
only
The,
go.
just pay attention. One guilty, but pay attention to the null process.
Right. Could you explain Noel Pross, please?
Basically, they're going to throw the charges all out from the DA's office. So it's not even going to go on the record as long as he commits to the agreements, from what I could understand today. So basically, it's like he's never was charged or he never did it. So the family can't even be like, yeah, it was on his record. None of that.
Right. So if you just take a second, and you don't have to read all of it, just read the
Murder.
first two.
Murder is crazy. Absolutely crazy. You remember I spoke about that yesterday too. I
I
knew they
mean,
was
like,
going to do that. I knew it. I didn't think they was going to do it with the murder though.
I
I
didn't
was
think
like, they can't do it with a
I didn't think
body.
they were going to. I didn't think they were.
People thought I was lying too. They was messaging me on Discord. It's like they can do deals like that in Georgia. I was like, yeah, we throw them out all the time. Like, it's,
So all these counts that Mr. Eccles had, there's really only two that really truly should cause you to be like,
and you
what?
see the
The
ones that he
first,
pled guilty for though is a clear. This should make anybody who actually cared about the victim's story the most furious because you can now see from this one guilty at the top who they really want, and it doesn't matter how many bodies are around it. They want the man without the body. That is crazy.
I just want to go on here again. They literally gave up somebody who potentially has a body on his record
Again,
for Rico.
again.
Yo, make
First time,
that
shame on me. Second
yes.
time, look, I can't get fooled again.
Oh my gosh.
Can't get fooled again. No, I'm sorry.
Yo, like, yeah, yo, that is crazy. And then for it to be seven, was it 27 to serve? And I think you were explaining to me.
Yeah, he's
He's not
already
gonna
served two. He's gonna get out in probably a year to 2 years with the right conditions,
mhm.
and the rest will just be on probation, which I'm pretty sure he can figure a way out. Wasn't he one of the rappers on the case too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so I'm
think
I'm
so.
sure he'll figure it out.
Okay, and I want to talk about probation too, by the way, because I got
All right.
I got lots of problems. There was something that happened today in a probation hearing that I think should cause a lot of people to really be like, "Yo, probation might not be all it's cracked up to be." But I
Not in
can't believe this.
Fulton.
I can't believe this. Like
That's a trap
literally,
for sure, but the issue is the best way I can put it is just I can't get past that one word. I don't care how big the paragraphs are on the other charges. Number 49 right there is just
bro.
overshadowing the whole page.
Like, yo, he got away.
Probation.
Yeah,
Probation.
probation for the deletion of another human being,
Yo,
and just
all
please
for the
tell me,
Rico, all for him to say, yeah, I was a part of the Rico and the
right?
Rico indictment. Yep, this is a criminal organization.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if he's required to testify to
He
that
doesn't
though.
have to. He pled
He doesn't.
guilty.
Well, they still can't. Okay, that's fine. If he pled guilty to it, that's one thing. But at least he doesn't have to get up and testify to it. So that's the work and the heavy lifting is still on them.
The heavy it's not really heavy lifting there. They could just be like, look, we already got people who said he did this. Like we got them
Okay,
in jail now. Now they're in jail today.
I hear you.
And this was for like this is what I was saying also about these selective mistakes they would make. And it would cause these big courtroom eruptions to where things like this go down and they can get away with it and say, well, things were hitting the fan. We didn't have a choice. 1, 2, and 3. Ain't nobody tell her to like rehash tags.
Nah, nobody did.
And it causes stuff like this to happen. Then the victims are looking crazy out there and they get that phone call they wish they never would have got.
Wow.
Absolute absurdity. But that's just my personal opinion. I know
No,
we got a
I
legal system and not a justice system. I
I
gotta keep
agree.
telling myself that.
I
Um,
agree. I don't think I don't think there's anything. Well, the second page, I think, or third page of this might be worth reading as well. Let me bring in. Go ahead and keep while I zoom in a little bit. Make sure this is.
look, let me get my glasses real quick.
I mean, this thing right here. My word. Like, what in the world?
Here we go.
Okay, yeah. So here are all those charges. They just waste the ink printing them. So the
Uh-huh.
sentence summary: the defendant is sentenced to a total of 20 years, with the first 7 to be served in confinement, and the remainder to be served in probation or to be served on probation. Is that the same sentence?
Basically,
Okay. Oh no, it's an either or. I see it. Never mind.
from
Because it
March
would have,
17th,
yeah.
2022 to present. So those 2 years are taken out there. So now it's 5.
Hmm.
On the serving of 7 years, the remainder of the sentence may be served on probation, provided that the defendant shall comply with the conditions of probation imposed by the court as part of this sentence. Uh,
Squiggly line.
y'all, general conditions of probation. Here we go. The
Okay.
defendant is subject to arrest for any violation of probation. If probation is revoked, the court may order incarceration. The defendant shall comply with the following general conditions of probation. Number 1, do not violate the criminal laws of any governmental unit and be of general good behavior. Number 2, avoid injurious, Jesus, and violent,
Habits.
Jesus.
It's vicious
My eyes
habits.
are terrible.
I got you. Have no fear, my friend.
Look, the
My eyes
people
are
probably
terrible.
can see this on their big screen, but in the stream yard, I'm trying to keep the chat right there. And look,
Oh, I got you, brother. I got you.
number 3, avoid persons or places of disreputable or harmful character. Number 4, report to the community else supervision officer as directed and permit the community supervision to visit you at home or elsewhere. Work
Mm.
faithfully at suitable employment insofar as may be possible. Do not change your place of abode, move outside the jurisdiction of the court, or leave Georgia without permission of any of the community supervisor officer. If permitted to move or travel to another state, you agree to waive extradition from any jurisdiction where you may be found and not contest any effort by jurisdiction to return you to the state. Number 7, support your legal dependent to the best of your ability. Number 8, when directed in the when directed in the discretion of the community supervision officer. A, submit to evaluations and testings related to rehabilitation and participate in and successfully complete rehabilitation programming. B, wear a device capable of tracking locations by Jesus. They gonna get them like this?
They're gonna get them like this. Hold on, I got you right here. Don't worry. Global positioning satellite systems complete the residential or non-residential program for
It's a trap.
substance abuse
It's a trap.
or mental health treatment and
It's a trap.
or I know D agree to the imposition of graduated sanctions as defined by law. And then 9, make restitution as ordered by the court. And they actually have to pay fines. I didn't know you had to pay your parole officer, but
Oh
the
yeah, you
court
gotta
orders
pay
that,
everybody
yeah, shall pay the probation supervision
right
fees.
out of
As
jail.
how much are the fees? Do you know?
Probably around like 3,000. Then crazy.
When you just got out of jail,
The
3,000 is very
issue
crazy.
it don't matter.
Wow. Oh, that is crazy.
Don't
I
matter.
was expecting you to say like 300, not
Oh no.
3,000.
That stuff be adding up. That's
Oh,
just for one department. Um, so they're
yes.
gonna have him on a tight leash. So they're gonna do another Mr. Sledge 2.0 moment.
Oh, yeah. I ain't
So
saying it.
they're gonna expect him to basically violate in some form or manner. So you're on physical tracking, you're on verbal tracking. You can't leave your area.
That is crazy. You can't leave town. You cannot leave town.
Yo,
So you heard while we were reading that, Rome kept saying it's a trap. It's a trap. And I've heard several people say probation and parole is not all the things that it's cracked up to be.
no
And
sir.
it is, how funny is it that just today another rapper got arrested for probation violation?
Is
Let
that
me
what
bring
you
it in.
sent me earlier?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, no, I don't think I sent you this one.
Did somebody send it to me?
Uh,
I think it was you. It had to be you.
it's very possible. I've been sending stuff all day long. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Rapper Tekashi 69 is back behind bars tonight. The performer, whose real name is Daniel Hernandez, was arrested for allegedly violating the conditions of his supervised release. Hernandez was out on bail after pleading guilty and testifying against a violent gang. Today, the judge ordered he be held until November 12th at the infamous Metropolitan Detention Center, where Sean Combs is also being held.
I don't know why P. Diddy being
They'll
held
get
somewhere.
along real well. They
Right. I don't
might
know
be.
why P. Diddy being held there was part of the information.
Look, he got
But
long hair. You like rainbows. Diddy like baby oil. They're good to go.
they
They're
might
best
be made to
friends.
be together. You're right.
Best friends for the long haul. He got a lot of years on his probation.
Boy, you out of control.
Hit that like for a deal with Christian. Yo, for a deal with Christian. Smash that bell for DWC. Yo, smash it. Just smash it. Hit that like for a deal with Christian. For a deal with Christian. Smash that bell for DWC. Yo, smash it. Just smash it. Hit that like for a deal with Christian.